Hey there, folks, picture this. I'm on a flight to Atlanta, gripping my armrest like they're the only thing keeping the plane in the sky, when a guy in first class starts convulsing, eyes rolling back, arms jerking, the whole deal. I'm Lena Carter, a retired nurse from Memphis, 65 years young, and let me tell you, I've seen my share of chaos, but nothing could have prepped me for what this moment would unravel. That guy? He's Marcus Tate, big shot actor, face plastered on every billboard from here to Hollywood, and saving him was about to drag me into a past I'd buried deep secrets my late husband, David, took to his grave 15 years ago. So, I'm no fan of flying, never have been. Something about being 30,000 feet up in a metal tube makes my stomach churn, but I was headed to Atlanta to see my daughter, Sarah, after she called about some old papers she found in David's safety deposit box. Papers he'd never mentioned, stuff that had her voice shaking over the phone. I'm sitting there, trying to focus on the clouds outside, when the flight attendant's voice cracks through the cabin. Is there a doctor on board? Before I know it, my nurse instincts kick in, and I'm pushing through the crowd to Marcus, who's seizing like he's possessed. I'm a retired nurse, I say, calm as I can muster. Give him space. I get him on his side, check his pulse, and figure out it's likely a one-off, some bad mix of meds and altitude. His blue eyes, the kind that sell movie tickets, flutter open, and he mumbles, "Who are you?" I tell him, "Lena, just a nurse, and you're gonna be okay, Marcus." He's embarrassed, you can tell, big star, laid low in front of strangers. But he hands me his card, says, "Come by my dad's place in Buckhead tomorrow. I owe you." Buckhead. That name hits me like a brick. See, David used to spit it out like a curse. Buckhead. The Tates, some old wound he'd never explain. We left Atlanta in '92, middle of the night, David driving like the devil was chasing us, Sarah asleep in the back seat. All he'd say was, "The Tates ruin everything they touch, Lena." So when Marcus invites me to his dad's, I'm torn. Part of me wants to run, part of me needs answers. Sarah's waiting at the airport, all grown up, a pilot now, and when I tell her about Marcus, her eyes go wide. "Mom, you saved Marcus Tate?" But it's the safety deposit box she's focused on. Back at her place, she hands me an envelope, old photos, a medical license in David's name, a newspaper clipping from '69, and a letter that rips my world apart. David wasn't just an accountant like he'd told me. He was a doctor, a surgeon at Atlanta General, best friends with Dr. Henry Tate, Marcus's dad. And in '69, a young black nurse's aide, Clara Evans, died on their operating table. Henry was drunk. David couldn't save her, and the Tate family's money buried the truth. Next day, I'm at the Tate mansion in Buckhead, heart pounding like I'm walking into a lion's den. Marcus greets me, all charm, but his dad, Henry, is something else. Sharp eyes, silk tie, voice like old money. "Mrs. Carter," he says, pouring tea. "You're a hero for saving my son." I'm not here for flattery, though. I pull out the '69 photo. David and Henry, arms around each other, young and cocky, and watch Henry's face go pale. "Where'd you get this?" he asks, voice tight. "My husband's safety deposit box," I say, laying down the newspaper clipping. "Clara Evans. You remember her, don't you?" Marcus is confused. His teenage daughter, Lily, looks ready to bolt, but Henry just stares, like he's seeing ghosts. "I was young, arrogant," he finally says. "Thought I could handle anything, even half drunk. Clara died because of me." The air's thick, Lily's gasping, Marcus is frozen, and I'm shaking with 30 years of bottled-up anger. "You got away with it," I snap, "and my husband paid the price, gave up his career, his home, everything." Then Marcus drops a bomb. He's making a TV series about this, Clara's death, the cover-up, all of it. He wants my help, says it's about truth, not profit. Lily, all fire and teenage righteousness, calls Sarah, and suddenly my daughter's there, staring Henry down. "You destroyed my dad's life," she says, voice like steel. But here's the twist. Henry's been trying to find David for years, to apologize, to make amends. He quit drinking, built clinics, tried to balance the scales. It's not enough, though, not for Sarah, not for me. Then Sarah remembers something. A time capsule David buried in our old Memphis backyard. Insurance, he called it. We fly there, dig it up, and find it. Charts, witness statements, a tape from that night, and a letter from David, begging us to use it for justice, not revenge. A year later, we're at Atlanta General, unveiling a plaque for Clara Evans, her sister Ruth crying beside it. Henry's public apology made headlines, his foundation's funding a scholarship for Black medical students, and Marcus's show is in production, telling the truth with my input. I'm standing there, feeling David's hand on my shoulder, knowing we honored his wish not to destroy, but to heal. I catch sight of an old lady being wheeled into the ER, scared out of her mind, and I take her hand, just like I did 1,000 times before. You're in good hands, I tell her, and for the first time, I believe it. So what do you think? Can truth really heal after decades of silence? Or does it just reopen old wounds? Drop a comment. Share your take. Have you ever had to face a family secret that changed everything? Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this conversation going.